Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. And alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Adley LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Let's see some of the numbers here for OG Anunoby.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Hart in at the 4-man position. And for the Spurs, Fox and Castle are their guards. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Champagnie in at the power forward. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. 2 great rebounding teams in this one, Stan. It may come down to grit and determination.
Yeah, Kevin, we're going to see some aggressive putbacks, battles for loose balls. It's going to become a test of strength, positioning, and just all-out hustle.
San Antonio with the ball after Jalen Brunson missing on that last 3-pointer. And the basket by Castle.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Fox against Brunson. Hart with a screen on Castle. And Hart throws it down.
So well.
Vassell outside. Back to Fox. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Brunson outside. Over Fox. The shot's good from Brunson.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. And here is Fox. Driving in, lays it up and banks it in.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
And Mitch Johnson, Stan, now taking over full-time as head coach of the Spurs.
Well, look, Mitch Johnson's the son of an NBA player and a high-level point guard in college. He knows how to run a team and favors that pace and space style.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
A pass to Fox. Shoots over Brunson, and it comes off the front of the rim. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. They trail by 1. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And winning that game the way they did with the incredible 4th-quarter comeback couldn't have left them feeling any better.
The floor general of this team, Fox with a nice setup there.
Knicks trail by 3. Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Launches it. Wembanyama with the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Vassell outside. Back from outside. That shot off the mark.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Well, Towns gives you some interesting options in the 2-man game. He can both pick and roll and pick and pop.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And the Spurs with some changes. Harrison Barnes comes in for Devin Vassell. And it's Harper in for Castle. The Knicks also changing it up. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for OG Anunoby, and it's Clarkson in for Bridges. Fox against Brunson. On the wing, Barnes. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Wembanyama.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Knicks trail by 3. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you. Karl Anthony Towns is taking his rebounding to a new level in New York. He said, I didn't put all this muscle on for no reason. I'm going to keep playing physical, keep playing my game, and I'll keep demanding attention from every defense and then let the game play out. Kevin, back to you.
Playing physical for sure. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Now, here's Brunson. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. Towns for 3. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 7 rebounds in the game. Harper wide open. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Fox against Brunson. 6 to shoot. Robinson a screen on Fox. Brunson, that's a 2-pointer. They can't stop the run with that one. And so the first quarter is in the books. Spurs out in front. They lead by 8. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Then it's Jose Alvarado. Then it's Robinson. And it's Diawara in at the 4 slot. Here's Bridges. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. High, arcing shot. Bridges misses. Spurs leading by 10. Over in the corner, Barnes. Back to Harper. There's a screen from deep. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Now, here's Bridges. Still scoreless.
Nice job by Bridges. Doesn't always get enough credit for his playmaking.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. A different look now for San Antonio. Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Harper. Towns, he's checked in for the Knicks. OG Anunoby comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Spurs working the ball around now. Gasol against Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires it up. Alvarado grabs the board.
Well, you can't play better defense than that, patrolling that mid-range area.
Pass to Towns. Now Bridges. Towns sets the pick for Bridges. No good from outside. Vassell with it. Robinson picks him up. Barnes down low. Towns on him. Here's Fox. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Fox has got the lead up to 12 now for San Antonio. The Knicks have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pass to Towns. And the lead is down inside single digits. Towns has got his second basket of the night.
Look, this is a big part of Towns' value. He's a big who can stretch the floor for you.
Back to Fox. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Vassell kicks to Barnes. They set the pick. Takes a 3. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. Knicks trail by 9. Inside, here's Robinson. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Robinson's got 4 points now in the quarter. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for San Antonio. Harper comes in for Stephon Castle. The Knicks also changing it up. Landry Shamet's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. Now here's Brunson. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against San Antonio.
Yeah, and I thought he was locked in defensively. I think he had like 3 steals on the night.
Here's Fox. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. And it's Jalen Brunson with the rebound. Here's Anunoby. Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, anytime he wants, Towns can be a beast on the offensive boards.
Vassell outside. Here's Wembanyama. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Towns. It's his first trip to the line.
And he didn't do him any favors in their last game. His performance at the line was porous.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Champagne's checked in. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Knicks. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Brunson sets a screen for Hart. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Mikal Bridges.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
It's good. That's now 8 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
Yeah, there's not much else the defender can do there.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, staying strong inside. Brunson going right into the coverage to get the call.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
one falls for Brunson.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
And both free throws good for Brunson.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Vassell outside. Three-pointer, Fox. It's rebounded by New York. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
And it was a matchup you thought they would have cruised through, but they actually dropped the game in this series last year.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
And the free throw, no good.
And one thing you can count on from Anunoby is effort on both ends. He's a key part of this team.
Fox, no good on the shot. Brunson with some nice D. Anunoby in the corner. A three-pointer, no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Spurs lead by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Welcome. All right, guys, let's break it down. It has not been the ideal start for the New York Knicks. Could come down to the last shot. Let me ask, when you guys were playing, which teammate of yours was the best clutch scorer?
Well, I had a few. Kobe, Big Shot Bob, Derek Fisher, but my favorite is Ernie Bartholomew Johnson.
Ooh, Ernie, that's a big shot maker. But I'm going to go with Big Shot Bob, too.
Yeah.
Because we both played with him.
Yes, you did, and nice to see you agreeing on something for a change. All right, getting back to this game now, and the sensational play from Victor Wembanyama.
When the alien is playing at this level, he's running some experiments on you.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Spurs leading by 5. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Then there's Wembanyama, and it's Fox, and it's Champagnie in at power forward. And that's the 5 to begin the second half for Mitch Johnson. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites in offense.
Good.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Fox against Brunson. Shoots over Fox. And the shot falls short this time. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Al LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Vassell against Brunson. They set the pick. Castle, no one around him. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Brunson. Wembanyama against Towns. Rebound, San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. San Antonio leading by 7. Fox deciding where to go with it. Pass to Champagnie. Brunson against Fox. Wembanyama passes to Fox. Just 5 to shoot.
Some hard-nosed defense from Brunson. He will just stay connected defensively.
Hart kicks to Anunoby. From deep, Brunson. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Pass to Castle. Up top, Fox. Brunson covering. Fox, no good.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
And the Spurs making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Fox finds Wembanyama. Wembanyama, a screen on Towns. Barnes passes to Fox. Over Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Knicks trail by 7. Pass to Brunson. Outside, Towns. To stop the drought, and the layup is up and in. Towns has got 9 points.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Here's Champagnie. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Wembanyama. Robinson with the block. Brunson outside. Pass to Towns. Hart outside to the inside. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Robinson.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Johnson's checked in for the Spurs. Harper comes in for De'Aaron Fox. Then for the Knicks, Jeremy Sohan comes in for Towns. And it's Clarkson in for Hart. .119 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama outside. Clock at 6. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the third, and it's good. 2 points.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Harper. Robinson pulls it in.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Bridges outside. Pass to Brunson. Now here is Robinson. Shoots over Harper. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Right wing. Wembanyama. A screen on Brunson. Harper, no good.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
No good on the triple. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's San Antonio up 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, that's great decision making and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And New York looking at who they've got. Mitchell Robinson out there with Towns. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Alvarado in at the point.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
And Jose Alvarado is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Fox with it. Wants to get it to Barnes and does.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator.
New York with the ball. Alvarado passes to Towns. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Towns is double. Right side Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Clarkson for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And San Antonio shooting for the game at 42%. A pass to Fox. Ball's knocked loose. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Here's Alvarado. That one falls. Alvarado's got the lead up to 2 now for the Knicks. Here's San Antonio now. Here's Fox. Barnes outside. 16 feet away. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Alvarado. New York moving the ball around. And it's Anunoby. That time on the assist from Clarkson. Now it's a 5-point Knicks lead. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. And timeout called by Mitch Johnson.
Timeout.
There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. For the Knicks, Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, "You're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work." Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
All right, Allie, thanks.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Anunoby passes to Brunson. Down low. Hart outside. Just 5 on the clock. Off target from 3-point range. Spurs trail by 5. Castle on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Now Wembanyama. It's off.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Towns. 7-foot shot. Good on the basket.
Relentless effort from Towns inside, powering through the contact.
Now Wembanyama. Oh, what a finish.
Can't be that easy for him. Got to body him up down low.
Yeah, they can't let him even get into that space. If he gets good position on the block, it's trouble.
Outside, Brunson. Hart outside. Now Towns. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Well, Towns is sort of a rhythm scorer. He's been in a groove tonight, and his team recognizes that. They keep calling his number.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
The Knicks leading by 5. Hard outside. Towns against Wembanyama. Now here's Towns. He's tightly guarded. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Fox. Basket is good.
Showing that clutch gene. Fox just put his head down and got his team what they needed.
Fox against Brunson. Here's Hart. From 17 feet away. Not that time. It won't go. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Rebounded by Anunoby. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Now Castle. Now Fox. That's in there.
Well, he's been a clutch player of the year. Fox lives for the big moments.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brunson against Fox for 3. Wembanyama reels it in.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
And if they go on to win this, they can look back at that free throw as the pivotal moment.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And here's Brunson. Towns, a screen on Fox. Now Towns, all alone. Count it.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And the only chance here is a lob at the front of the rim. A tip in to tie the game. There's not enough time to get a catch and shoot.
So a close game sees New York take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
We played like we wanted it more. We came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive, it was more defensive. We did a great job. We got those 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We could see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan.